Here we are going to discuss about sum of interior angles in a polygon. Here I have a polygon. Polygon means that should have more than two sides. That means the smallest polygon we can draw by using straight lines would be a triangle. It can be obtuse triangle, reflex triangle, obtuse triangle and acute triangle, right triangle, equilateral triangle, isosceles triangle, scalene triangle. There are several categories, but we will take one of the triangles. So here I used a scalene triangle. So that means all three sides are different in length. Here we are not going to consider about their lengths. We are going to deal with their interior angles, sum of interior angles. From our previous grades, we know when we get the sum of interior angles in a triangle, okay, I will denote this one as A, B and C. Okay, A, B, C. Sum of A plus B plus C, sum of interior angles in a triangle, that is just 180. We know that already. Likewise, let's consider one more polygon with four sides. Okay, in this polygon, I will consider a rectangle. We know that when we get summation of all these interior angles in this rectangle, R, Q, S, T. Sum of all these, R plus Q plus S plus T, this is 360. Okay, we know this one also already from our previous grades. Okay, these are simple now. Now let's move to the next polygon, which is our pentagon. In the pentagon, it should have 5 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay. We don't have any clues how to find the interior angle sum in this polygon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hereafter, we are going to use a formula. Okay, we are going to use a simple formula. In that formula, we have, I'll write the formula here, n minus 2 into 180 degrees. This will give you sum of interior angles of any polygon. Okay, of any polygon. It can be a triangle, it can be an octagon, it can be dodecahedron. There are many shapes. No, we are not going to consider about the solids, only shapes. Okay, the flat shapes. Triangle, only 3 sides. No. Now let's check whether this formula is suitable for these two cases also, because we don't know how to find interior angle sum in this pentagon, but in other two cases we already know what is the answer. Let's check whether this condition is satisfied from our previous two occasions or not. Thereafter we can apply that same formula for our further questions. So here n is denoting, here there is a variable, n is denoting number of sides. Okay, number of sides. So when I use this particular formula in the triangle, n minus 2 into 180. What is the n? That means how many sides in this triangle? There are 3 sides. So instead of n, I am going to substitute 3. 3 minus 2 multiplied by 180. 3 minus 2, that is just 1. 1 time of 180, that will give you the answer as directly 180. Simple. This is the formula. We just substituted the known values into the formula to check whether the condition was satisfied or not. Yes, here also we know that this is 180. Now also, hence that's proved as 180. In the second case also, let's check whether this one satisfying our condition or not. n minus 2 into 180. So in this rectangle, how many sides? There are 4 sides in the rectangle. 4 minus 2 should be multiplied with 180. 4 minus 2, that is 2. 2 times of 180, that would be 360 here also. I'll draw here. I'll write here. N minus 2 times of 180 would be 4 minus 2, that will become 2. 2 times of 180, that would be 360. Previously, we know that sum of interior angles in a rectangle is 360. Again, also, hence, that's proved. Now we know that the formula is perfect. So we can apply that one to our pentagon as well. So in the pentagon, I'll use the formula n minus 2 times of 180 to find sum of interior angles. N is 5 minus 2 times 180. 5 minus 2 means that would be 3. 3 times of 180, that will give you 540 degrees as your answer. If you want to check that, no worries. You can draw a random pentagon and using your protractor, when you measure all these angles, I don't know what are the single angles belongs to, but definitely we know that when you get the summation of all these 5 individual angles, definitely that should be equals to 540. So this is the formula you should remember while dealing with sum of interior angles of a convex polygon. So in hexagon there are 6 sides. So 6 minus 2 times of 180. 6 minus 2 is 4. 4 times of 180, that would be 720. Yeah, it's 720. Next, heptagon. There are 7 sides. So 7 minus 2 into 180. That's 5 times of 180. That will give you 900 as your answer for sum of interior angles. And third question is octagon. So it has 8 sides. 8 minus 2 times of 180. So 6 times of 180. That would be 1800. No, 1080 degrees. The last question, decagon. So here it has totally 10 sides. 10 minus 2 into 180. 8 times of 180, that will give you 800 plus 640. 1440 degrees as your answer.